What's going on, guys? What's cracking? I'm stepping over a bunch of parts right now because I'm working on Kat's car finally. We still got Frank's car here in the background. It's done. I'm just waiting for an upload of a tune from John Kerr, JK Tuning, to get this car out. That'll give him a base map and he'll be able to roll out then. So the only thing I'm doing right now is working on Kat's car. It is back here in the garage and we've started doing a bunch of stuff. So I had to tell myself, stop, we need to record this. So let me go ahead and show you what we've done so far. As you can see, guys, there is a mess everywhere here. We've got stuff everywhere. I've got baggies from when I baggied everything and labeled it all. I've got junk everywhere. I've got hose down there. Just kind of showing you some of the stuff that was done. We went ahead and cleaned up the bumper bar. That big thank you to Colton, who is outside right now. He's on the phone. He's been helping me a ton. We've got the brake booster in there. It just upsets me because of how ugly the actual, I guess you would call it the brake area thing there looks. Once you get fluid, it's not as bad. We got the brake lines in. They're not fully tight yet. These are pretty trick. So these here, I'm gonna get closer. These are from Red Horse. They're billet clamps. I've never seen this before. We did have to drill them out because they weren't designed to use with such a large bolt. So we had to drill out the holes there at the top to accept a 10mm bolt because these are two existing holes there. And then we had to use one here with a rubber piece in the back for the existing 10mm rod that came out of the body. And then it comes over here and then goes down under, if you can see there. And she's good to go. I gotta clean up underneath there yet still. We're gonna be running next for the actual pieces for the hood here and here. We painted them up just to at least get them scuffed. We painted them, the covers there. We've got stuff hanging everywhere right now. Once we get Frank's car out, I'll have a lot more room. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can here. So again, bumper bars on. We've got the doors are hung. Obviously that was brought here that way. If you guys could see when it was unloaded, I put the rear bumper bar on. We've got the foam in. I also, before I put any of this in, got this air tank here and I literally put 90 PSI through this entire car and just blew dust out of everything. Just kept doing it, pushed it outside and just spent all day cleaning this thing. Then wetted one of these big towels and wiped off everything in the interior. I mean, just went through everything, got a brush out, went to Dollar General and got like, I go what you call them, old school dusters, and shoved them down inside the vents. Everything I could to get as much out as we could. Up under the dash, I did everything I could to get out what was there. So some people are gonna say too, you'll notice like some rust stuff here. That is actually from the previous body work done. So what must have happened was when they were grinding, welding, doing whatever, that's why this body work's so bad here, was really bad. They had to fix all this or re-weld this whole section here. They actually redid this entire seam. You can see I already put some of the rubber pieces into. This goes for the hatch, for the tail lights, and some other things too. Actually, one of these I probably don't even technically need because I think one's for the wiper, which obviously doesn't work anymore. I forget which one it is. I'm not sure which one this is for. Probably could have had him weld this one shut, thinking about it now. I'm not sure which one this is for. But yeah, so all this rust stuff came from the previous body work and they let it sit and it just obviously, you know, bare metal getting moisture in a humid area laid in there. So it's actually, the car's not rusting, that's just rust dust as we'll call it. And then it has the factory, I don't know what you'd call that, the sound deadening stuff, and all that brown stuff is from the carpet itself. My car has it too, so if you've never taken yours out, it will look like that. But this rust you see is literally just, you can see it comes off still. Just from there grinding and cutting and BS. I try to clean up as best I can, but you know, you'll never see it anyway. So again, there's Colton. Colton, say hi. Hi. Thank you for all your help, man. No problem. Guys, follow him right here. The kid's been helping a ton. We'll be doing his Supra next. What are you doing? You're doing a high compression NA motor, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's why I figured as much. Turbos are lame. Like, what kind of loser does turbos? Dash is in. So Colton was smart and he's like, Ryan, we should really clean up these gauges. So I polished those up and then we put the rest of the dash panels on. Now I did this in the old color before I had Colton here, and we did the awesome color in the SEM stuff, which is literally perfect. By the way, this man here does dash panels if you want them. They are worth it. You gotta pay, but they're worth it. So if you wanna know down below, guys, again, hit him up on Instagram, he'll take care of you. These are the ones that I did myself a while back, and the color and texture is good, but it's not as close to OEM like the SEM is. It didn't lay as nice, but it should suffice. Just going over some more stuff too. I went ahead and put the brake ducts in. I painted these pieces here. I know you'll never see them, but just because they were corroded, I wanted to put enamel on them, like a tractor style enamel, keeps it from rusting ever again. Yeah, I mean, all the fenders and stuff are all the undercoating's done. I'm not sure if you guys can even see it there, but it's all undercoated. That's all done. Travis even undercoated here, took care of all that. All of the actual rock guard has been removed. Now we do have to wet sand some areas. He's gonna come back and help us with some of that, but like some of the stuff here, you'll be able to see some of the dirt in some of the clear coat here. It just you can feel it, all right? It just needs to be wet sanded, and I haven't done it yet. So it just needs to be done. At some spots here too, it needs to be wet sanded. Again, if you can literally feel it, it means it can come right out. There's 3 or 4 layers of clear on this, and there's 4 layers of actual paint on it. So there's plenty that we can work with, plenty that we can remove and take out. Colton, is there anything else I need to say? Because am I forgetting anything?
Nope.
You were so timid, bro. You're so laid back. The kid is so nice. I'm trying to think here, and don't worry about the coilover shock tops. Again, I'm not sure if you've never seen the videos. I have brand new coilovers for this car, so I literally told him, I said, paint over them. Just make it seamless. Don't even bother taping them. Just paint over them. So, yeah. Oh, another thing I went ahead and did, I had these powder coated here and some of these items back here and here. These are for the sway bar. I had those powder coated instead of painted. This way, you know, as water and debris over time comes up, gets there, you know, even with paint, you just can't get in there. Powder coat's the ideal way to go for those, and I'm glad I did that. Same with the covers for here and then here. I had those powder coated. This way they would never rust. I would never have a problem. Painting is always going to be prettier. So if you look at this, it looks pretty good, right? But that is actual paint on that booster. Look how much the depth of the black is in that. Travis painted that for me also, and it looks beautiful. It was also a good idea on Colton's behalf to paint this rod here. Now, if you ever remove it, you need to put marks on it, so you put it back in the exact way you took it out. But it looks a lot better like that. So again, good job. Look at his face. Look at him. He's like, just shoot me right now. He's like, why am I at the Pure Function garage? This sucks. I hate my life. So again, hood latch is up next. Run this the whole way up and over and inside the car. Again, the latches are over there, so we should probably put those in first, and then we'll run the lines. All right, so Colton's taking out the steering wheel right now. Now what you gotta do next is back and forth. So take it and we go back and forth. Yep, and then just yank on it at the same time. So, yep, here you go. That's it, you're done. I don't know if I showed you guys already, but I also got these from Auto Extrude. So before I show you what I got from Auto Extrude, this is what my tweeters look like. They were falling apart. This car sat in the sun for a long time, and they just literally look. I mean, this shit is just breaking to pieces. And honestly, where they have these tweeters at is, if you know acoustic stuff, it's like the worst spot possible to have a tweeter. It makes literally no sense at all. I get it. They put it in there to say they did it. And it looks kind of cool, but it's a terrible placement. But they went bad, like they're junk, and the plastic rings broke off the side, and it had like this gap, and it just looked terrible. Well, Auto Extrude came up with these cool little covers. One's designed with a little open hole in it, one's designed with a mesh cover, and then they also sent these things too, which is for your gas cap cover. So let me show you here real quick. So here's my personal set that has my name Ryan on it here. If I open up this little baggie here as I bring you guys along, let me open it up. It has this little mesh grill in it. You can see my finger under there. And now for me, I just need it as a cover. I just literally need it as a cover. I already ripped the guts out of this. There's just that metal piece there. But this is designed to literally go in here, like so, and fit in. Now, I can literally push it in. If I go like that, it'll pop in. So I have to build something up on top of this. But if you had an actual tweeter on there, it would sit on top and it would give a nice look. Honestly, I like this better. The factory ones have like this weird gap and dirt and debris gets in there. So when I do this, I'll have it so it sits nice and flush. But even still, just pressing it in there quick. It sits in there real nice. I really like this, simplistic. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to hold up pretty well too, so pretty stoked about that. I might paint it, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, like do like a flat SEM color. I haven't decided quite yet, just to not have it be bare plastic, but we'll see, I haven't decided. And then he also said this. Okay, this is for inside the gas door. So if you have an early model, like I have a 93.5, my buddy Colton and Mike both have 93.5s, and ours do not have the gas cap holder. So if you don't know what that is, I'll show you here, but this actually is the gas cap holder that goes inside the little gas cap. Okay, so it has 3M tape that comes with it. It comes with an alcohol pad also, I think it's in there. It comes with an alcohol pad to clean it off, and even gives you a little instruction saying, hey, remove the tape. Situate on your own where you feel it's going to sit. Now you need to mount this high so it doesn't hit on the cap itself, but let me show you what a factory one looks like and why these are kind of cool. So this is my personal 95 Supra. When I open the door here, it has this little like plastic piece there. You set your gas cap inside of it. That's what it's designed for. You literally unscrew this. I'm surprised that a lot of people don't know this. You take this off and it's designed to really sit in there and you spin it in and it sits tight. Okay? This is designed to do the same thing. Now the bottom of this one's open, this one has a bottom to it, but it serves the same purpose. So let me show you. On my wife's car here, you can see it doesn't have that. 93.5s apparently don't, because Colton and Mike's both don't have this also. If you see here on this, okay, it literally sits in here. Now you want to mount it high like so. And what you're going to do, go ahead and take this gas cap out of here. Take that out. It would sit down in like that. And would hold it just like my one over there did. So it would sit up on there, so when you're pumping your gas, you don't sit it somewhere. I've seen people forget these. It's a nice little placeholder for it. So you're not sitting it on your car, you're not sitting it away from somewhere. It stays here, and it doesn't hurt anything, right? It's just 93 pump gas or 85, what you have. That's another cool thing I wanted to show you too. So they all look the same, right? They all look the same. But if you look here, some of these actually say, like this one here, sorry for the light, I don't want to take out the baggie. It says race fuel only. This one says, I can't see because the little white piece is in the way, but this one says E85 only. So they have a couple ones that are custom, and there's another one that says 93 pump gas only. I really think those are cool, and you can put like a little name on it. I'm obviously putting this blank one on my wife's because it uses, you know, regular pump gas, so I'm just putting this in there. Plus, I don't really need the name anyways, but I think this is really neat, really trick. So I just want to show you that, guys. Something you can check out. Again, the company is called Auto Extrude. I'll list their name here and website down below where you can get this all at. Replace all your janky old stuff, get something new.